Hello. Hello, everyone. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a bit of a backpack bitch. I carry a backpack everywhere. I don't have it on me now, but I do. Please trust. And the reason I bring this up is because I took a lift here, and often when I take a lift, and if there's a cis male driver, you might find this strange if you too are not a backpack bitch, but often the cis male driver will ask me, "You going to school?" And I do understand that there is an innocent way to ask that question. It does not feel innocent. It feels disgusting. And I don't like it, and I am not going to school. I am 29. And it always felt very uncomfortable. My Lyft driver over here was not a cis male. And she didn't speak to me, and I really appreciated it. But when I got out of the car, she said, "Oh, hey." And I turned and looked because I thought I left something. And she goes, "Remember, Jesus loves you." And I was like, oh my God. Most people do. And I didn't know how to break that to her. It's like, yeah, I know. Jesus is probably obsessed with me. But also when I was in the lift, and this is truly topical, does anyone get like the New York Times like daily like headlines blurb in their email? Great, so we're all educated, we eat our vegetables, we're very important. Okay, so I was reading it on the way over, and they're talking about Jeffrey Epstein, and I just wanted to verbatim read this. Mr. Epstein, pictured above in 2017, and this is a bit of a trigger warning, hanged himself at the Metropolitan Correctional Center, and his body was found Saturday morning. Last month, he was found unconscious in his cell with marks on his neck, but was not under suicide watch when he took his own life. Have you been keeping up with the headlines? Test your knowledge with our news quiz. And I was like, wow, that is some headline whiplash. Dear God. I passed the quiz. But when I was reading into more of that story, I mean, I just thought, and like truly, I don't mean to be offensive, and I know this is very prejudiced. I feel like all pedophiles look the same. I am sorry if that deeply offends anyone here, but I do feel like they all look the same. They have like very large foreheads and like reddish skin and like a sweat sheen, and like I don't think it's just from the mugshot. I think it's just like there, and then they look really bad in flannel, and I'm like, I think everyone looks really good in flannel, so like, I don't know. And then it's just like the only outlier is like, oh, do they have a mustache or do they not? And it's like, I guess that's dealer's choice, but like I do think pedophiles look the same. And same with sex cult leaders. I really think there's like a look. This weekend I went to like a short film screening for my friend, and there was like a little Q&A. And I went to film school, and it got me thinking about just like very pretentious Q&As I've seen. And how like people would be like, oh, so-and-so, I saw your films when I was 15, and it really made me think about the humanity of the world and how, like, I am just but a speck in, like, a big, larger pool of whatever. And I was like, wow. I remember just being in film school, like, aren't we all dumb as shit when we're 15? Are you really thinking about that? Because, like, truly the only thing I can remember thinking when I saw movies at the time was, like, oh, I'm a little tingly. Like, I'm not thinking about some deep cosmic purpose. I'm like, uh-oh. Do I have to pee or am I happy? I don't know. Like, I'm just, like, going back on movies. I'm like, okay, like, Jurassic Park. Like, yes, obviously Jeff Goldblum. Oh, my God, are we kidding? Yes. You've Got Mail. Oh, baby, Meg Ryan. Are you kidding? Yes, bitch. I mean, fucking Bend It Like Beckham, the most, wow, for a young Indian American girl in the U.S., to see this beautiful story of an Indian woman coming into her own and potentially fucking a British person. Oh, the Stockholm Syndrome. We love it. Oh my God, we watch Indiana Jones and we go, ooh, I am hot. We We watched Lion King. I defy you to find one person you wouldn't fuck in the Lion King. There's one little creature you wouldn't absolutely rail in the Lion King. Dear God. So I just don't buy it. I don't buy that all these people have these deep connections to 15. I just want to fuck, we're a little horny. Also, this weekend on Friday, I went to the doctor. And even though I moved here 2 years ago, I don't know if anyone else in LA feels this. It's a little isolated. It's hard to make friends as an adult. And I'm very vulnerable, and it's actually very cool that I said that on stage. So it's like, my doctor, what a great relation. I'm gonna have a relationship with my primary care physician. It'll be like cute and nice, very lonely. And like that whole golden rule in friendship, like she does so much for me and she doesn't expect me to do anything in return. I think that's really nice. So like some little thing I do for her is like I won't pee before going into her office. Like I don't know if this is gonna be like a pee day or not pee day. Where she's like, is she gonna ask me for my pee or is she not? I never really know. You know when they're like, you think you get surprised? You're like, oh fuck, good thing I didn't pee before coming here. I specifically won't pee before coming to see her. So I'm like, just in case she wants my pee. I don't know. I don't know what mood she'll be. Maybe she'll want it. Maybe she doesn't care. Maybe she's like, girl, it's gonna be good. You know, it's gonna be good. That pee's gonna be good as hell. But one of the questions I asked her, I recently started eating vegan, and I wanted to just make sure all the body slop was okay with that, and the brain parts and the stomach parts, good and not bad for me to do that. And she said it's all fine, and so I started diving down the vegan rabbit hole. Is anyone here vegan? Awesome. Well, let me tell you about the vegan rabbit hole. There's blogs, and there's blogs, and there's blogs. And so I was just reading a bunch of it, and there is, there's all these stereotypes about vegans. And I'm like, vegans are saving the planet. They're doing a lot of really great things. So I don't want to stereotype them in that way. But I will stereotype a subsection of vegans, which are those vegans that are kind of like so left, they kind of make an alt-right. And they're like the types that are like, I actually live in my van and it's like very eco-friendly, but also I don't tip. And you're like, okay. Or like, I support all animal rights and every rights of every creature on earth. But also, I call corgis oppressed people and parrots people of color. You're like, you should be treating for PETA. You got bad ideas in your brain. But being part of those communities kind of makes me like have to interface more with people whose like viewpoints. I'm like, you're an anti-vaxxer? Oh, interesting. I'm going to avoid that stand at this little food fair, that kind of thing. And I already interface with that a little bit in my job. I write for a comedy video company, and we have videos on YouTube. The applause, that's it. The comments can be bad. And the other day, I got a comment, and it was like, ha ha ha, look, it's Kumar. Now, do we have any Indian Americans in the house? Well, there's like a billion elsewhere, so, the ha ha ha, hey, it's Kumar. It really was like a shocking moment of like, wow. I mean, representation really does matter, because that movie, Harold and Kumar, came out in like 2004, and so we need a more topical racist reference. It's so sad this person had to go back like 15 years to find a racist reference. At least give me like a Mindy. I mean, I know maybe you don't want to like, Aziz is still complicated. We still don't know how to feel about Aziz and his Netflix special. Did we like it? Our friend liked it. I don't know. We don't know how to feel, but give me a Mindy. Give me something. Give me the Big Bang Theory guy. I don't know. So that really, wow, what an illuminating moment. Representation matters. You need to have updated racist comments. I mean, truly. when I was in New York, I used to get confused with this other brown comedian with curly hair, and we don't look anything alike, so it was very stupid. But she would get like asked about my credits for like a show or whatever. I would get asked about hers and vice versa. She would text me about it. She'd be like, another person thought I was you today, blah, blah, blah. It makes me so angry. It makes my blood boil. And I was like, yeah, God, so racist, so bad. But then there's also a part of me that's like, I think you're like a little too offended to be confused with me. Like, I get it. Let's be progressive. Oh my God, how do these people know the name of every character in Game of Thrones? They can't tell two brown people apart. But also, is it really so bad to be confused with me? Because I am woke, but I am also deeply insecure. So it would be great if she could tone it back a little bit. I'll close out on this. I recently started performing at a theater here, doing improv and whatever the fuck. And it's very cool, but you know, it's like a pretty white community. And someone came up to me and they were like, oh, haha, you're a diversity hire. Oh, huh. Nobody laughed. Okay, sorry, he said it was just a joke, so I thought I would tell it at a comedy show, but I guess it's not fucking funny. So I'll have to tell him. Damn, okay, that was gonna be my closer. Sucks.